Hello and welcome back to NJCDC's The Loft. Today we welcome back Cristina Tone of Neighborhood Help Center fame. Cristina, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm always, happy to come visit you here. I feel so relaxed. I love this place.
Hey, listen, I love to have you here. You know what I mean? It's like definitely the highlight of my month whenever I get to sit down and talk to you about, NHC things,
Yes.
So today I wanted to talk a little bit on what's going on like September and stuff. But before I get into that, I want to ask you, how is your summer going, or how has your summer went for Neighborhood Help Center?
We had a blast. It was great. Last month we had our Lou Costello Summer Fest, our National Night Out. We had a couple of workshops online. We, went participated in different tabling events, job fairs. So it's been great.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of canvassing, calling. So all of our programs are busy. We're all busy, but we're happy that we're able to help other families.
Yeah, most definitely. When you said that it's been busy, the first thought I had was, when is it ever not busy? You know what I mean? I know you've been working really hard on your events and stuff. So.
Yes, and now that I have I'll say a different position, right? So now I don't just spend time with the clients, which I don't do much anymore, but I have to supervise a team, and I have to make sure that the team is doing good. They have what they need. And I miss sometimes, counseling clients and being with them downstairs. But now, like our organization, well, our department is growing really fast. So before we used to have, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 clients per month. Now we have 100 clients per month, So up to now, it's probably over 1,000 families that and we're just in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
And the need is there for more. We're actually hiring, we're looking for talent, case managers, case workers, consultants. So there's a lot of opportunity in the organization now.
Most definitely, and I think like the work that you guys do at the Help Center is like some of the most important of the organization, right?
We're the hub.
Yeah, exactly.
For the community.
So I'm sure like great hands are gonna make it even better, So hopefully we'll see some more. We'll have a few more guests here,
Yes.
you know what I mean? With new members introducing like we have in these past couple of months.
Absolutely.
So Next thing I want to talk to you about is the mini grant workshops. So how have they been going so far?
Well, we're just finished our second round, and it's going better than we expected. We have more families engaged. The first round we had over 300 families. We're probably going to have a little more this round. I still have to do the report, but all of our participants had a great time. And so we've seen a lot of interest in entities in the community for the next upcoming round, which is actually going to be in October.
Okay,
so we're gonna
round 3.
Round 3 is going to be in October. So I encourage everyone in the community to be on the lookout for that, for the applications. We're changing some rules now for this new round, but it's just for the better of the program. But we want to make sure that our community in Patterson knows about it and participates, and everything is free. So
most definitely, like all things like
NJCDC,
right? So
absolutely,
yeah, there you go.
Everything we do.
That's great. Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what the next round is going to bring. I know I loved like this current round, the second round. I was surprised by kind of the mixed bag that we got. So I'm sure it's going to be even better.
Yes, absolutely. We still have to bring some of our grantees to come and interview them and share their experience. We might be able to do that next month.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, hey, fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
So next thing I want to kind of touch upon is something we talked about in the past, is the lead and solar programs, right? So any updates on those programs? Like, how is that going so far?
Yeah, so we're progressing well. We're working hard to ensure that our community our members in our community have access to the information. So we're right now we're working on a huge marketing campaign through social media, TV, radio, canvassing, just to educate the community in the importance of making sure that they don't have lead at home, and of course those are for properties that or apartments that were built before 1978, and we received $2.5 million, and we have to fix about over 100 properties. So we're moving
Yeah,
along. We
most
started
definitely.
already constructions in a couple of properties, and but the most important thing is like we're taking this job seriously
Hmm.
because lead is poison. So as long as we take that out of their home and create a better environment for them, that's our job. That's our work.
Yeah.
Make sure they do good in every part of their lives. And health is the most important thing.
Yeah, most definitely. And how about the solar program?
Yes, so we have well, we started with 200 spots for this program. So we every member that comes to our office, we ask them to register. They get $50 gift card, and then in about 6 to 8 months, they'll be able to see a discount in their utility bill. 5, 10, 15, $20 depending on the usage, right? So we're up to 133 already
Wow.
completed applications, and we expect to to have probably double that by the end of the year. So the way we're going right now,
Yeah.
because lead is actually bringing client more clients to our office. So as soon as we connect with the families that we have to do the work at home, then we register them for the solar. But everyone is welcome to apply.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm sure
Hmm.
like also the WhatsApp is gonna bring in a lot of eyes
Of
on it too.
course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. I was just working on it yesterday. And so we have over 1,000, well, to be exact, 1,250
Okay.
members in the community. And we have 27 groups. So each group has, different theme. We have jobs, alerts. We have immigration resources. We have a housing information group. Our group for our Patterson Youth Council leadership program, NJ4S, FEC. So every
Hmm.
program that we work with have a different group. So if you're a parent and your kids go to the CCSP, we have a group for that. So we share information regarding CCSP events, and so we share it in that group, right? If we have ESL classes, we have our ESL group, and we share information about that from not only our free ESL program, but also other schools and public schools, college classes, everything that we see in the community we share. So and people, we're growing, and people are learning how to use that, and they're sharing their information. They share it at the churches or jobs, or it's is incredible. Sometimes I just walk down, the street, and people are stopping me like, "Oh, you know what? Thank you for sharing that.
Oh
I
wow.
got a job because of your post." I'm like, "Wow, this is great,"
That's
And so
great.
that's my motivation, and this is why, like last month, I went to a job fair. And so I brought a lot of resources, and I took pictures and I shared, and people were texting me, like, asking me how to apply. So because sometimes they don't even know how to use, like the QR code. So I have to, copy the link and share it. So we have to meet clients where they are, right? And we
Yeah.
have to provide things that they need.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't know people, employers that just post jobs. It could be a basic job, but if the family of the person applying doesn't know where to look for the information, they maybe it's a great chef, but he doesn't know how to use the computer, so they don't know how to scan a QR code. So hey, we have to give them the link so that person can apply, and that can make a huge difference. So that's what we're there. This is the reason why my WhatsApp is becoming a little famous
Yeah, I
now.
know. I was about to say you're a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like just walking down the street, you can't get a cup of coffee without someone stopping you. It's like, hey,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm sure that happens with all of us that work with NJCDC. They see us everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, no one stopped me in the street yet, but like, hey, I'll let you know.
Well, hey,
Yeah,
you
maybe.
soon you're gonna be
I
a
guess so.
celebrity, like because I understand your podcast is a finalist in an
Yeah,
important right. So tell me a little bit about that.
we are a finalist for the PR Daily's nonprofit communication award. Right, I applied. I applied us to under the podcast category, And yeah, so it's an event happening in September when the actual winner is going to be revealed. But we're like one of the 5, I believe, of other podcasts that were like submitted that were finalists for this category. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah. So maybe, I mean, who knows? Who knows? You know? Yeah. But
Congratulations. I'm
thank
sure
you
that
so
after
much.
this, you're going to be walking in New York City and they're going
Yeah,
to be like,
they'd be like,
hey,
"Oh,
Danny.
yo,
Maybe
my
not in
God,
Patterson, in New York
yeah,
City.
New York City, maybe. Who knows? I mean, you're a little bit of silly. Didn't you win an award recently too? Now I'm throwing it back on you now. No, all right.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. I was recognized by my community for to receive the To Me Award. It's a very important award for the Peruvians, and I'm happy to represent the the women in my community who do the work that we do. Right, all of us, and Peruvians, Colombians, Ecuadorians. We're hardworking people that come to this country and do, we try to do our best. And yeah, I'm excited to be recognized as one a Peruvian woman, one of the most important Peruvian women.
Hey, listen. I know to my understanding that award is like chosen like a person from each like state.
State.
But you know what? If I had to choose
Yeah.
one person from New Jersey, the entirety of New Jersey, the most important, like, listen, you'll be the first one that comes to me. Maybe in the country. I don't know. I don't mean too
I
rambunctious
love
over here.
you.
Nah,
I
listen.
love you.
Listen, I'm
No,
just telling
but
the truth. I'm telling the truth. I'm sorry.
but
You know.
this is what the product of the work that we do with NJCDC, and I don't get tired, saying this, but this is a purpose. This job is for it's a lifestyle. It's not a 9 to 5 job. This is something that actually change your life. The mission of the organization is to transform lives, but this job transform us, right? And I look up to Bob Garachi, our CEO, Eddie Gonzalez, and all of our teams and managers and staff and volunteers. That's what we do. It's hard. The job is difficult. It's not easy, but if we work with our heart, it becomes easy for us. So because we care. So
Yeah,
I'm
most
I'm
definitely.
excited. We're excited.
Yeah, we're
We're happy.
excited. We're
Good
just
times.
excited here.
Right?
That's just the mood.
We're happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so something else I wanted to talk about, speaking of our other staff and manager and whatnot. So how is it's come to my understanding, right? I wanted to see if you can explain it a little more. How is the NHC more connected with the other departments within like NJCDC, and how do you get like involved with some of the other programming?
Yes. So now we have an extension of the NHC with Tamara Lugo working directly with CCSP. So all of the parents now have an opportunity to connect with her, and she can bring us the clients, and we give her our resources, and she shares the resources with our parents for CCSP. The same thing with PFC, with Letty and other case workers there. So we're connected. We're always working together with Gabby Fucci from AmeriCorps, right? We make sure we bring our volunteers. We make sure they know about our programs, our paid internships. NJ4S, they're always at our tabling events. FEC, all of our clients that come for an evaluation, or they're looking for a job or housing, we refer them to a FEC, Financial Empowerment Center, with Oscar, Monica, and everyone there. So we work directly with all of our departments. We're a family, and we make sure we're always working together. And we know about we sit together every month in meetings, and so we discuss different events, so we don't overlap our events, but we're always working together, and we're friends and we're family. So we want to make sure that our clients, our members, our participants, have the information right there when as soon as we receive a grant, we want to make sure our clients, our parents know about it, and they take advantage of that. So now we have a lot of events coming.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be working together like we always do with like our for example, we have our September, our neighborhood summit, right? So if there is also an opportunity for parents and families to understand and to get involved, right? And to know all of the upcoming projects that NJCDC is working on. So we work directly with, all of our departments and all of our different events. So we have the block party to the NJCDC, one of the biggest events of the year. We get over 2,000 families. So that's coming up in October. We have the September, we have the neighborhood summit. October, we have the block party. Then we work with PYC. We have college tours. We take the kids to college fairs, to New York City. We're going to be working directly with the AmeriCorps for the toy drive. So there's a lot going on
Oh
and
yeah.
a lot of happening in the upcoming months. But that is the key, working together, you
Yeah.
know.
Man, is it almost toy drive season again? Oh my goodness.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like well, not in the middle of the year, but we're August, September now,
Yeah.
September, October. So yeah, we're right there. It's
Oh
right
my
around the corner.
goodness. I know. I know. It's going to be a crazy time. It's always, you know what, the closer it gets to Christmas, the crazier NJCDC gets around here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm just like, you say the toy drive, I'm like, oh,
Yes.
geez.
Yes, it's already
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we're excited. We're happy, to be doing, to continue to do the work that we do, and to now that we have a bigger team, to be able to help more families.
Yeah,
So
most
that,
definitely. Christina, thank you so much for coming in again. I appreciate, you taking the time to sit down and talk to me. And I really look forward to the next time you come and tell me what's going on in October.
absolutely. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for the invitation again.
Of course, of course.